What's going on, people? Good people. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's talk about crypto again. Bitcoin. This thing that many people don't understand. I mean, rightfully so. It's the best way I can explain it. It's a digital type of money that's used on the internet. It's like internet money, internet of money. I would say it's the easiest way to explain it. But check this out. This thing that people believe is trash, that many people don't even understand what it is or even know about it, and then it's also heavily criticized. It's called rat poison by, you know, the likes of Warren Buffett, successful investors, Charlie Munger and the whole Berkshire Hathaway conglomerate. They don't believe in Bitcoin and such. And everyone's not gonna believe in everything. That's okay. Everything is not for everyone. But this is why I say information is key and information is power, and why people need to really start to understand that this thing is poised to last quite a while, in my opinion. It's just poised to last quite a while. I don't think it's going to be a fly-by-night type of a phenomenon. And the reason why I say this conglomerate of an investment firm, okay, Fidelity Investments, if people consider Bitcoin to be trash, why is an investment powerhouse such as Fidelity Investments looking to pour exponential amounts of monies into the cryptocurrency market? This article is on ccn.com. I'm going to try to leave a link in the description so you can read through it for yourself in your own spare time. Okay, well, let me scroll. Look, $7 trillion asset giant Fidelity to launch crypto trading within weeks. Okay, so they're launching crypto trading within weeks. This thing that people regard as an entity that criminals use to conduct nefarious transactions. This thing that, is considered to be rat poison. This cryptocurrency that's just make-believe, that has no value, is something that Fidelity Investments is going to use to trade. Okay? Very, very telling. That is very telling. Where is the market headed? I don't think it's going backwards for me, in my opinion. I don't think this thing is going to reverse for the worse. I think it's going to move forward at a rate that, at an untold rate. I don't have a crystal ball to predict anything, and no one else does either. We can only speculate, even though speculation is crazy, but it's something that, is used in the markets when you're trying to identify the likelihood of quote-unquote investment performing well or not. Bitcoin now is going to be issued, well, not issued, the institutional investors through Fidelity. We're talking about Wall Street. Wall Street is looking to get into this market. Very telling, people. Bitcoin, they're saying that, even though these numbers I'm gonna share with you are incredibly wrong, and what I'm saying by that is this: there are upwards of 7 billion people. Who knows the exact number of how many people are on this planet? No one really knows. But if you divide 21 million by 7 billion, you'll get 0.003. And why I say that is this. Bitcoin has a hard cap, meaning there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin ever mined in existence, period. Okay, that's how it was designed. Okay, through its mathematical formulas and etc. 21 million. The last mined coin is expected to be produced in the year 2140. So to date, there's about 17 million that have been mined so far. Out of that 17 million, they're saying there's an average of maybe 4 million that have been lost. 4 million coins. So technically, it could be today, there could only be possibly 13 million coins that are, I guess, well, I can't say circulating because many of them are in hard wallets or cold storage. They say that Satoshi Nakamoto has over a million Bitcoins in the wallet. So that's 12 million. Not to mention folks, in governments and individuals who hold their own high numbers. The Winklevoss twins, the founders of Gemini, they have, allegedly over 170,000 Bitcoins. So going back to this mathematical equation, if you divide 21 million by 7 billion, that means everyone in this planet would technically be able to only have 0.003. Now, those numbers are incredibly flawed because it doesn't take into account the numbers of coins that are lost. It doesn't take into account a number of things. Let's start with that again, the number of coins that are lost. Okay? It doesn't take into account, right? It doesn't take into account those coins that are in cold storage. Okay, so it's actually those numbers, the 0.003, not only is it's flawed because it would be a lot less technically. A lot less that could ever be issued to people. And the value today, they're saying at 0.003 is equivalent to about maybe $11 US. $11. Okay? The likelihood of everyone, if you're interested, if anyone is interested, of anyone owning, not anyone, but everyone owning one coin is nil. It won't happen. Ever. Everyone won't ever be able to own one complete coin, I should say. 1.0. So that already it creates deflation, right? That already lets you know, because it's limited and finite, once the demand increases, the price will increase. You have Fidelity investments jumping in on this train. All aboard. Fidelity, people. Fidelity investments. There's talks of TD Ameritrade already trading with Bitcoin and Litecoin on paper, testing it out. You have the New York Stock Exchange, sort of coming out with something with backed project or whatever. Goldman Sachs. You have companies, you have cryptos that are actually making a presence in different parts of Africa. For example, Cardano is trying to set a foothold in Africa. Dash is also creating a presence in Venezuela. Bitcoin is the forefather. Bitcoin is the origin. Bitcoin is the first. And Bitcoin now is going to be traded through Fidelity Investments. This thing is crazy. It's huge. If you're into the market, this right here, because once Wall Street gets in, can you imagine Bitcoin, the market cap for the entire space right now is about 180 billion last I checked. 180 billion for 2,000 coins. Bitcoin is dominant at about 55.2% with $100 billion market cap. Now, if Fidelity pours $7 trillion into the market, and their first, look, let me just go through this a little bit. Wall Street has arrived in cryptocurrency arena. Fidelity Investments, one of the biggest asset managers on the planet, will launch a crypto trading service within weeks, according to a Bloomberg report. Fidelity says its cryptocurrency trading product is aimed at institutional traders and will initially focus on Bitcoin. Fidelity spokesperson Arlene Roberts said, "We currently have a select set of clients we're supporting on our platform. We will continue to roll out our services over the coming weeks and months based on our clients' needs, jurisdictions, and other factors. Currently, our service offering is focused on Bitcoin." Okay, $7 trillion, people, that they're about to pour into this market with the focus on Bitcoin, what people consider to be garbage. $7 trillion going to be poured into garbage? I find that very hard to believe. I mean, I could be a skeptic. I could be the only pessimist. You know, the strict bear, where I'm just I don't believe in anything involving crypto. I could be a gold bug, an equity person involved with real estate. Just that's it. I love silver. Blah blah blah. But if $7 trillion. This Wall Street firm, behemoth, is about to pour into Bitcoin? What? Going back to those numbers again. Can you imagine, the world is shifting. This is hard to grasp. It's really hard to grasp. When you're going to be, well, not you as in you, I'm included in this you thing that I'm talking about. So if the world really jumps on Bitcoin, this whole cryptocurrency thing, and the economic model changes, our lives are going to translate where we're talking in terms of Satoshis. I'm going to need 1 million Satoshi to purchase this vehicle. You're going to need maybe 2 million Satoshi to acquire this home. Can you imagine? I mean, this is where it's going. This is where this is all headed. This is where it's all headed. This is Fidelity. Is this fake news? Is this, Bitcoin? They say it's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. Look at this Ponzi scheme that Fidelity is throwing $7 trillion into. Okay? Facebook talking about Libra, their own coin, their own crypto. JP Morgan trying to introduce their own coin, stable coins, etc. This is where this is headed. Folks, do your research. And it's not about doing your research to try to convince you to get into Bitcoin, because information is powerful. It's about collecting the information, understanding what's going on, and making the best decision for yourself. I'm just watching this thing unfold, like unravel and blossom like a flower that's been, inundated with water, has its sunlight now, and it's flourishing. It's blooming. That's what it's looking like. This is about to explode. This is about to explode. There are billionaires who are buying by the droves. Do you understand that they're saying that all the millionaires that exist just in the US alone will not be able to even acquire one Bitcoin if they wanted to. Can't even acquire one if they wanted to. It says a lot. It says a lot. I mean, I can go on. I don't know. Let me know what you think, people. Let me know what you think. Let me know if any of this, if I'm just, being led with misinformation here. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. But this is crazy. And it's fascinating. That's why I say cryptocurrency, as volatile as it is, it seems like the impossible is surely possible, can be possible. You should hear the predictions, the amount of the value that people predict, these monopoly numbers. That's what I call them, these monopoly fantasy numbers. I mean, this is untold. Like, no one can compare this to anything else. They say this is the first of its kind in humanity. No one can compare this. If you have governments who are acquiring this thing that people believe is not worth anything, has no value, something is there's a disconnect there, people. There's just some type of disconnect. There's going to be a time where if this should move the way it's supposed to move in a short period of time, right? I would say maybe 5 to 10 years. There's going to be discussions where if this succeeds and does well and bodes well for everyone, we're going to have different discussion in 10 years and remembering these days where things were just different. It was easier to just go to a platform and put your money in to buy a Bitcoin. But 10 years from now, if this continues the way it's supposed to continue and Bitcoin grows and explodes and the market just just shoots to the stratosphere, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. All right, people, I'm off my soapbox. I took enough of your time. I'll leave a link in the description for this article, and just take care of yourselves, be well, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later.